Hey everyone, we are The Looters, a sci-fi tabletop role-playing game actual play using the Stars Without Number system set in a universe of our own design. I have a question for you all. First and foremost, can you all introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Uh-oh.
My name is Andrew Galteland, and I am playing Klint, the stoic big monk dude.
Milkman.
Milkman.
Yeah,
Milkman is your
With his
nickname.
milky eyes.
Great with kids.
Great with kids.
We've canonically.
He
Melinda?
I love it. My name is Melinda. We're doing last names. Macklem.
Oh.
And I play Jaqs, who is a pilot y'all don't know much about yet.
She likes
She
to
likes
read.
Count of Monte
Monte
Cristo.
Cristo, yeah.
That's an important detail.
Uh-huh. All right, on the other end of the table.
My name is Deanna. I'm not gonna
My
say
name is
my last
Deanna.
name, and I play Aylara. And
Did you make an Italian?
Wait.
Aylara!
I rewatched the
I'm
first
saying,
episode, and we
Aylara.
definitely pronounced it 4 different ways, but that was not one of them.
That was not one of
I
them.
love it. I love it.
Aylara.
All right,
You
should
know
I
what?
get her own?
Aylara.
Dude, that happens with my own name. Okay, I speak from experience. I am a really fucking depressed medic.
Yeah.
And I have a really bad cough, and I don't have any
wow.
charisma at all.
Oh, yeah, no
Yeah,
riz.
determined.
No riz.
No riz.
No riz
whatsoever.
needed.
No riz needed
Yeah.
because fucking straight facts is what I give you.
I feel like the book trade was that was pretty rizzy, you know.
That was Rizzy
but
without
Yeah.
Riz.
but not no.
Her charisma's
No.
low. It can't be rizzy.
No, there's no
I-
riz.
It was that was a great charismatic and an
No, I
endearing
know,
thing to
but,
do. Yeah.
But not in a way that it's more. How am I trying to? Let me explain riz to you.
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
really get into it.
Yeah,
Let's get deep.
sure.
Yeah, you.
Who are you?
Who am
Who are you
I?
in the corner?
Who am I? Over in the corner. My name is Ian. We gotta have a 50-50 split. Ian Overton. Yes,
Well,
yes.
You did it, which
He's
is why
bad at
I
math.
did it. But,
Oh, yeah. Did you say your last name too?
Which
did.
is why
Fuck.
I committed to it.
God damn it.
did.
Okay.
I won't say mine to even it out. How about
Okay,
that?
there we go.
you
Well, it's still 3-2. I'm
it?
playing
fucked it, dude.
Levi.
You fucked
Levi's like Levi's a little stressed out.
Yeah.
Been having some weird dreams recently. Doesn't really know what's going on. Kind of living in a daze right now. I feel like there's like a degree of unreality that's happening. A little disassociation.
Are
we
you
might
having like
call it.
internal thoughts in your head, like something?
Oh, I think all
going
my
on?
thoughts are internal, but you know.
Oh,
You're so
God.
right. That's not what I meant to
Fucking
say.
Got him, dude. And I'm Matthew, and I'm playing everyone else.
He
Has
loves
to
that intro.
Deal with all of you. All
Don't
you
you
We have to
love
deal
it?
with all of you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're a lot.
You're a lot.
All right, well, before this goes on too much longer, we usually do a question of the day here. So the question that I have for y'all is, we have done normal audio podcast without any filming. What do you like more or at all about doing the filming version of this?
I have an answer. Pick me.
Oh my God, you're picked.
Yay.
You. Melinda Macklem in the corner.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
I know we're all in the corner except
No,
you.
literally.
Hey, why you put us in the corner?
Nobody puts baby I think being able to like see everybody's reactions. Because like when I would listen to the podcast before, it's like, haha, like I know what happened there because I was at the table, but it's like, you know, seeing the episode before, I was like, haha, like we can see what happened there, and it's
Haha.
fun. Haha. Haha.
A good jibe, a good jibe. I think, yeah, for me, I think, like, even just, like, performance-wise, being able to, like, know that, like, oh, I don't have to, like, not that we did a whole lot of, like, oh, I'm feeling this way, and I'm talking about my internal, you know, stuff going on. And we do it to a degree, but it's like, oh, like, now there's the opportunity to show and not tell, which
Just
is
like
a lot of
trust
fun. Exactly, where it's like,
actual
okay.
emotion of what's happening.
Exactly, where I can just, like, play into... I don't know, because I feel like less is more with a lot of acting, where it's like you don't want to be overly verbose, like me answering this question right now. Verbose. That's a good word.
It is a good word.
Yeah, as opposed to being a taciturn.
Oh my god.
Did you just
Oh
like,
my
you were like, I'm
God.
gonna pick 3 words and use them in a sentence.
No, I remember in English class,
Verbose,
taciturn.
taciturn. Cool.
Grandiloquent.
Okay, cool.
That's one of my favorites because
I
it
don't-
means
yeah.
using overly big words like superfluously, which in and
Nice.
of itself is
Okay, milk
superfluous.
check.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
okay.
literally.
No,
Mr.
Would you like me to be
Everett.
more monosyllabic?
Monosyllabic.
What did he say to
Treasure
say?
Planet did that joke first.
What did
Just
he
saying.
say to eat?
Oh, really?
Shit? Consume.
Devour
Devour
faculence.
faculence, yeah.
Faculence, yeah.
Devour faculence.
All right, what about you, Deanna? What do you like about the cameras?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it took me a while to get back into liking the cameras as a player,
Sure.
Yeah.
but as a viewer, exactly what you were saying. It's so fun to watch everybody. Like it's just like like those. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
So
Oh.
oh, that's so cute. Oh.
What's that song? I can't really remember.
What the fuck you're talking about?
Drew, before we get
You know what song I'm talking?
I
No,
don't.
fuck.
No,
Making fun of you now.
I'll shut up.
viewers.
someone help us.
Oh, sing it.
No, I think it's really fun because I feel like this type of content is generally this type of content. These type of stories.
It's content.
It's
It's
con-
not. It's story.
This
It's
is not.
content.
This is not art.
This is the type of thing that is fun to split my focus when I'm enjoying other actual plays and stuff too. Like sometimes I'm down to like sit and like really watch it and get into it, but a lot of times it's like I'm playing a video game on my phone and watching something or have it on a second monitor, or I'm just like listening to it while doing the dishes, and I just think like I think like with the video aspect of it, it's kind of lends itself to, I don't know, something like a little bit more pulls your attention, but still isn't so like you need to watch every scene and every beat. So I don't really know what I'm trying to say.
Maybe it like enhances the stuff you're actually checked in on.
Yeah. I feel like it's easier to follow things on video with the story because you can kind of like see how they're feeling visually and be like, oh, that's like the beat we're at right now. If you like kind of lose focus for a minute and stuff like that. Yeah.
But no, all our viewers are gonna be so fucking locked in, dude.
They're gonna see
Like
every
they're
fucking
just gonna be
second.
fucking.
Hey, go enjoy that video game you're playing right now listening to this. You know, you deserve it. This is your time. You don't owe us anything.
Fair enough.
I guess I need to answer. I think mine is being able to gesticulate
Gesticulate.
and have it actually matter.
Yeah.
I
Do
think
you
that's
talk
my
with your
answer.
hands a lot?
Yeah, I'm very Italian, you know.
Just like Allora.
Just
Just
like
like
Allora.
Allora.
It's gonna get more and more bippity boppity as we go.
Bippity boppity's crazy.
Bibbidi bobbidi. Alright, should we play now?
I'm gonna stop myself before I say what I was about to say.
Please don't.
All right, with that, before we get in more trouble with the Italians, let's hop into it, shall we? So, what happened last time? Quick recap. We got to meet the four of you, a couple of you together, some individually, got a lay of the land. 3 of the 4 of you, Aylara, Jaqs, and Klint, are suffering from this cough. That, Aylara, much more than the others. Thanks to the natural one that she rolled on her first roll. And at this point, the 4 of you have just gotten together. You were, at least Jaqs and Aylara were headed towards Aylara's office when you were interrupted by Klint and Levi. And as you were mid-conversation, 3 of you started to notice this reverberation come through the ground, and then looked up and saw a little bit of dirt that was started to sort of fall loose. And yeah, Klint ate it. And that's where we pick up. Right there. The 4 of you are standing in this big central cavern of the mines, and the 3 of you, Klint, Aylara, and Levi, just noticed this dirt starting to fall down.
La-di-da-di-da.
For real, though.
La-di-da-di-da. Aylara, where's your office?
What the fuck was that?
What was what?
The rumbling. Did you guys feel that? Yes. Like.
No, I didn't notice anything.
Hey, you're not allowed to be salty about it. You rolled 4. All right?
You made
That's
your
on
bed.
you.
I'm just I don't know what y'all are talking about. Should I be alarmed?
Does anyone know what it could be, other than something terrible coming down?
Could what be? What's going on?
Do you notice the
Just-
dirt falling from the ceiling?
Do I notice it now?
Now you do,
Okay.
To what extent
Oh,
do we know it's like a
shit.
drill, like kind of coming in through, like what is it like? Because I know like from a meta perspective, we know it's people drilling down, but like I feel like in the context of like okay, like
That's a good question.
What are my circumstances?
yeah.
Why don't the two of you, because you two rolled 10 and you rolled 8, why don't the two of you roll a no check and let's see what you pick up. And let's go wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah.
I'd be knowing shit, dog. I'd be knowing shit.
Oh,
12.
Great. And 8. I would say, Levi, you pretty well immediately know exactly what this is. This is basically a drill suit that people can put on themselves and use to drill down to go and hunt down for silicinium. That's something that would have been used to build out this mine that you're presently in. This is something you would have seen as a child here on Janus. And
wait, can you describe this drill suit to me? How does it work? I don't know, but I'm curious. Like, what do you mean
sure.
drill suit?
It's basically a big mech suit that is sort of this like encased. Fair analogy might be: have you seen Alien?
Yes.
You know how she gets in the big. Sorry, I think it's Aliens. She gets in the big suit and uses it to beat up the queen alien.
I don't.
She gets.
Not remembering. Anyways,
Sick ass
okay,
fucking
big
scene,
suit.
though.
Have you seen Have you seen Avatar? The blue
Yes,
people.
yeah.
Remember at the.
I know what
well,
Avatar is.
Well, there's Avatar.
Well,
the Last
there's Last
Airbender.
Airbender,
yeah.
you know?
I've seen both. of them.
You know how there's
Terrible
the
stuff.
big fight at the end when the humans are in those suits that hold the big guns.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay,
That's
okay.
kind of like that. So it's this encased thing that has drills on the end of both hands,
Mhm.
and it's used to drill down into the dirt and hunt for silicinium.
Ooh, like Bioshock.
Kind of.
Yeah, the Big Daddy.
The Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something that I think you and your group here probably wanted to see if you could find at one point in the last 3 months, and either whatever ones you could find were already destroyed or didn't have power or were in disrepair. And so, or you took the batteries from them to help power your little colony. So you know that there is at least one of those being used to drill down towards you right now.
Okay. Actually, I did miscount. I actually got a 14. Would that change my ability to know how many people are fucking drilling up top?
I would say, I think even with the 14, you just know what this is.
Okay, I just know what it is. I just
You
know.
know,
that there's
I
at
would
least
say,
one.
I would say, you know that there is one.
There's at least one.
There's only one, I would say.
And
that you can tell. With
What
the
would be
14.
a rough estimate of time? How much time do I have?
Great question. With the 14, you definitely know that. I think you know that you have about 8 hours.
8 hours. I can work with 8 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like ready to go.
I was ready for
Let's
8 minutes.
fight. Let's do
it. 8 hours.
How high up is the ceiling?
The ceiling for you is probably the ceiling for you guys is probably about 40 feet up in this big central cavern. You know, there's over 100 feet to 200 feet that they're trying to drill down through. This isn't like they have all the other equipment. I would say this you would know, which I'm sure you can pass along. It's like the reason why this would take so long is that they don't have multiple of these or other equipment to help excavate stuff. So, yeah, I think that's a reasonable amount of information.
Okay.
So you just told us all that information.
Yeah. No.
Basically.
Yeah. I reiterated what he said, but yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So we have 8 hours.
So we got 8 hours.
And then I assume there's probably more than just one person drilling down here.
It's
Is.
safe to be presumptuous about it.
There is.
There, where
What do you mean there is?
Yeah, so I was checking on my ship earlier actually, and I saw a whole group of coming this way, but I didn't think of anything of it then.
Okay.
So I do know that there's more than one.
Can you give us like a rough estimate as to how many you think there may have
I'd
been?
say a handful at least.
Well, what's a handful?
5 would be a handful.
5 people? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least that's
Hey,
what I
okay,
said.
okay. I'm just asking
Sorry.
a question right now, okay? Because
I feel bad. I missed a
It's
lot.
okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So there's at least 5 people. So it's a smaller raiding party.
Would I
Would you what?
know the specific number?
I think you would say that you saw that there were at least 15 people.
Okay.
Well, this is awkward.
Okay, so there's people drilling. Let's stop. Can you stop
No,
interrogating?
No. It's a bigger group.
It's a bigger group.
There's I don't remember. I didn't think anything of it. There's
It's
at
okay,
least
it's okay.
15 of them.
At least 15.
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
feel
a number
more
we can work
confident
with
about
right
that,
now.
though.
Okay. How did you get to your ship? Do you have a tunnel to the outside, like a secret tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna need to show us where that is if that's okay with you.
Okay, but I don't have enough oxygen tanks for all of you.
What do you mean? Like
Well, I use
it's
an
on the
oxygen
surface.
tank. Yeah.
we have access to oxygen tanks. We can get up there. And it's not gonna be for everybody, okay? What we're gonna have to do in the meantime is we're gonna need.
Well, what are we trying to do?
Well, I think we need to go up top. We need to assess the situation, see how dire it is. Is your ship equipped with weapons?
I need all 4 of you to roll sneak checks.
Who's watching us?
It'll be sneak plus, I would say, dexterity or charisma.
10.
10,
8.
8.
3.
Oof. Oh, come on.
Oh my
Sneak
goodness.
better.
I
You're
can
shouting.
Can you tell me? Can you tell
Oh,
me what
damn.
that die says over
Oh,
there?
No.
Oh.
It's gone.
I see it.
right foot.
Oh, I cannot see.
Plus what did you say?
Suspense.
Dexterity or charisma. So you have 7
It's
there
a
on the
3.
dice.
So
Plus sneak. So I don't know if anyone has minus to
Um,
sneak or anything.
you said plus dex.
Dex or
Sneak is
charisma.
Okay, so
Stan?
Stan?
Oh my god,
Now
guys.
I understand
I have a
Matthew.
6.
His power.
You have a 6?
Yes.
You rolled an 8. You rolled a 6.
Yeah.
You rolled a 10. You rolled a 3.
Yep.
Great. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, so what are we trying to trying
We
to
need
do?
to send a party to go up to topside and scope out what the situation looks like, and does your ship have weapons?
No.
No weapons attached to it. Okay,
No.
that's fine. We can work with that still.
It's fully functioning. It just needs gas.
Just needs gas.
Yeah.
Klint, is that something we could source from around here? Do we have a spare gas supply? You think?
Anything we take will cut down what the reserves are for the generators.
Yeah.
Klint, go ahead and give me a notice check.
Only Clint?
Plus
10.
dexterity.
11.
You see Callum walking on over here. Gas, you said?
Callum, we're getting invaded on right now. There's drilling from topside, so we're gonna have to organize a party to utilize some of the secret passages here to get topside and cover support, so that when they do eventually drop down, I'm thinking we barricade and create a shooting perimeter in a circle, so that when they drop down, they'll be left in the middle with no cover, and then we can hit them from all angles and from the top side as well.
That'd be a great idea if we didn't get vented when things open up.
Would there be like checkpoints within like the tunnels of the mines where it's like they're cordoned off to a degree?
What do you mean? Like there's like airlocks in there, you mean?
Yeah, without being like full on airlocks, but yeah, to an extent.
I didn't envision that, but I don't
Okay.
dislike the idea.
Okay.
It would just delay them. They're drilling through, a lot of material right now.
Yeah.
So anything we get deeper, just the more delayed they'll be.
I'll say this, that I think in front of the Martian conglomerate tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
there's an airlock.
Okay, of course.
Yeah, there's an airlock
No,
there.
that's a good compromise. It's a good
Yeah,
compromise.
but I think also Clint's point is accurate as well.
If you want to do an ambush, we could make our own airlock, knock some rocks down.
I think that'll be worth pursuing, at least for the Gurnothi and the other tunnel
It'll be
passageway.
dangerous trapping everyone in a small tunnel with no exit.
Well, can't get everybody out of here all at once, I don't think. I think we're probably going to have to deal with this threat, and then
So you're just gonna leave everybody behind?
I'm not going anywhere.
Who's talking about leaving?
We're going to have to move up topside and shoot down on them as well, if we're going to want to have an advantage in this. Or if we, on our scouting trip up topside, we can find another way to delay them, or, get them out of the equation altogether.
You're already talking about taking them out and you don't even know who they are.
It's the life or death situation, Klint. they make it through here, millions, not millions, but thousands of people will die.
No judgment, just an observation.
I don't know if this is exactly the best plan. If they know where we are and how we're hiding, I imagine they have come loaded to bear, I would assume. And our only exit is out that way. And he points to the tunnel that you all use for your various runs. I would imagine that they have that locked down, or if we open those doors, they'll gun us down either way.
It's recently come to my attention that we have another tunnel that we can access that also leads to a ship that we can access.
So that's what the gas talk was about.
That is indeed what the gas talk is. Full transparency here, Callum.
I'm a little nervous there, Levi.
Yeah, I am indeed.
You losing your spine a little bit?
I don't
Trying
see
to cut and
What
run?
are you trying to do, Callum?
What am I trying to
Why are you
do?
antagonizing him?
I'm not the one who was trying to leave.
Okay.
I'm not trying to leave, Callum. I'm trying to save everybody here, your ass included.
How am I supposed to believe that?
If you hold so little faith in my intentions, why don't you come up there with me then?
Where are you going, precisely? To a ship I assume you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying, where's this tunnel? Where is this ship?
All things were, this is a first for me as well, so.
Where's your ship?
Why would I tell you?
Why would we trust you?
I'm not asking you to trust me. You all came to me asking for my ship.
Levi, you give me a notice check. Klint, you give me a notice check.
Ugh, the attitude on this guy. God.
Notice plus dexterity.
7.
That's a 12 for me.
And 8.
You all know Callum to wear a pistol and a holster on his hip. You with a 12 notice that he just undid the clip that's over it. Not pulling out the gun, but easy to draw if need be.
How far away from him is it? From me is he?
Say maybe 8 feet, give or take. Yeah, you're all pretty close.
I'll just take a couple steps forward to him, so I'm like a foot away from him.
You gonna try to do something, big guy?
I'm here to make sure you don't. I noticed you reaching for your pistol.
I didn't reach for it, just wanted to make sure that I was ready in case you or any of your people decided to try something.
I'll try something if you reach for your pistol again.
Callum, I want to work with you on this. This isn't going to work without you.
What's your plan? What are you trying to do? Gonna get to a ship and go where?
We need to look at the drilling situation from a bird's eye perspective, figuring out what their weaknesses are, what they have, and what we can best do to counter it. I'm based off my...
Do you have weapons on your ship?
So okay, God, my character, I'm making her so stupid, and not even on purpose. Because when you asked me about weapons, I thought you meant like, do I have handguns? Because my ship is obviously equipped with weapons, but I do not store weapons on my ship.
Do you say this, or is this a meta thing?
I don't know.
That's great. Just keep it in. Okay, keep it in.
I think I'll give you this. I think you can have, there's a specific type of laser in the game that I think would be reasonable that your ship would have. It's not a super high-powered thing.
Yeah,
but
because I built this, I didn't think it would be super fancy.
I think also you're a smuggler. Like, you're not trying to get
Yeah.
into a fighting situation.
Right.
Like, you have the weapon if you need it, but you really try not to use it. And it's not
Cool.
super power. Like, if you get overwhelmed by a bigger, powerful ship, like warship, like, you're not trying to fight that thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It has a laser.
It has a laser?
Yeah.
What are you? Are you a fighter pilot? You a smuggler? What are you? What are you?
I was gonna read this off. That would have been stupid.
Who are
Yeah, I'm a pilot.
And our best chance of survival.
Oh, right. Well, what is the plan actually? Because like, are we trying to like go now, or we gotta
At
do
least
we-
someone
we-
here
we-
speaks
Levi?
sense.
We know. What was that?
Never mind.
She said we never had a plan, didn't we, Levi?
So right now our objective is to go figure out what they're doing up there.
Figure out what they're doing up there and what's the best plan of attack from there forward.
Okay.
Right, but that doesn't cover something that I don't fully understand. You were talking about leaving before this drilling happened. So what was that plan?
I told you full transparency, Callum. And I'm going to stick to my word on that.
All right, we're going to do a little roll off.
I've not been lying.
Because you haven't told him that y'all were planning on going up to the
That
fleet,
wasn't a
no?
lie. He never asked me about that until like right now, and I plan on telling him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your thing. Sorry. Never mind. My bad. I
Yeah.
thought- my bad.
Yeah, you forgot.
Go ahead.
Levi's straight shoots,
Yeah,
for
you're
the
right.
most part.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Our time in these mines it's coming to a close. This black lung, this cough, this infection people are getting is, needless to say, not sustainable. We're low on oxygen, gas, food, rations. I was looking into a ship for. I want to try and take one of the Interstellar Empire bigger ships and move the colony onto there.
How do you propose you're doing that? And I will say that I do need some insurance policy that you're not just going to take that ship and run.
Well, that's why I'm asking you to come with me. But right now, that's the plan after this plan. For right now, I think the survival of the people is the most important thing. Getting through today, and then we can worry about that afterwards.
How much fuel do you have on your ship?
No.
No, just nothing?
I said none.
We're gonna have to dip into some rations.
You're trying to say that we're going to take the fuel from all these people and hope that we have enough at the end of that we can return it for a few more days? That's the plan?
Or we could just, take more time and go to a different dome and try to find resources there.
And
If you
run
think
into more
that's
of
a good
those-
idea.
And run into more of those
Well,
people?
if you're thinking that this is the worst idea, then we should try something else.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
I've not said that this was a bad idea. It just seems wasteful to use that fuel to see what's going on.
What's wasteful is
Topside.
bodies on the ground.
How much time do we have?
8 hours.
How fast does your ship fly?
How fast does my ship fly? I don't know. Should I know these?
Just say
Fast!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was
They
your answer.
speed a lot!
I thought you were going confident with it. Like, yeah, how high does my ship
Yeah,
fly?
no, that's what I can't tell when you're like being
Yeah.
meta and when you're in character. I'm like, oh, like that's a hard response. Like, fuck, like how fast does her ship fly? She's proud.
Yeah, I thought
She got that shit going.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
You're about to find out. I'm dead.
I take it you're the superfluous one of the group.
You brought it back.
Yeah, that's a good word. It's a $10 word right there.
I don't know how efficient your ship is, but it seems wasteful to me and a hard sell to these people to take all of their fuel and hope we win this fight against whoever is up top.
Well, we don't have to take the fuel until we win the fight, right?
Well, I mean, we're gonna need if we're flying around the ship during the fight, we're gonna need fuel for that.
Why
We're
are we
gonna need
doing
flour
that?
for what's that?
Why are we doing that?
Because we need to use the ship in the battle in the fight.
Do we?
If we had aerial support, we would whip some ass. I'll tell you that.
Is this aerial support my one ship that's supposed to get us off this planet?
Not your ship. Your ship.
Excuse me?
We do your original plan. We have to come back anyway. We have 8 hours. We have to move quick. We go get a warship. Those people up top will stop. If we fly down with salvation. Or their retribution.
We're gonna need somebody to stay here and take care of the colony in our stead, because they're gonna start asking some questions here, especially if,
Who else knows about the drill up top?
Well, it won't take very long for them to find out, I don't think, with all that noise and all that.
Most people here are miners.
A couple hours, maybe. Tell one or two people to be able to calm the crowd. Limits total time of panic.
I think the big question kind of looming over my head, and I guess all of our heads right now, is, do we tell the people right now what's happening?
That's what I was just saying. No, we don't. Do you have someone you can trust on your side of the fence?
I mean, they start hearing a drill and they notice that we're all gone. There's going to be riots. People are going to start freaking out.
You don't have anybody you can, like, appoint?
I mean,
why would there be riots? We're gone. There are people coming in trying to take their stuff. They'll get ready to fight like we were just recommending that we do. But then we return. We have a ship.
I think we should prepare them now. And if we want to give them the best chance in case that, say, our plane doesn't go right.
Do you think that they would let us leave? Do you think that they would let us take the fuel that we need to be able to get out of here if we're going to leave them to die?
I don't want to agree with him, but we have to do this. I know we have 8 hours, but we're literally wasting time. I normally wouldn't agree with you, but I think that's the best option.
I'm glad we can finally see eye to eye. Do you have someone on your side of the fence, Aylara, that you can trust to take care of things for a bit?
We should put Sam in charge.
Sam? That's...
You don't trust him?
Oh, I trust him. That's a lot of responsibility for such a young kid.
What about that one guy walking around with those kids?
Nathan?
Nathan needs to come with us.
Why?
You put me and him in the command center. We'll be able to handle it.
But just you two? Why just you two?
We have a special connection.
Are y'all lovers? Wait, that's cute. Am I not allowed to ask about our private life? Okay, sorry.
Okay, we should get Sam and Nathan over here and start getting ready. Klint, can you help out collecting the fuel supplies? Making sure the logistics on that are all looking good.
I could do that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with him to do that. Get the fuel from my ship.
Okay.
I can make sure that happens.
So many volunteers.
I know. Okay.
No offense, but I don't think that they would trust you to take them. You can carry them, though.
Okay, so I guess I don't need to go then?
You do need to go. You need to show us where your ship is.
Fine.
Get your people. I'll talk to mine. Meet back here 10 minutes.
Bring an oxygen mask. I don't have enough for you.
All right, let's get to it. I'm going to go find Nathan.
All right, so...
Wait, before he leaves, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. yeah.
Because I'm on him like white on rice. Is that an expression?
I don't
White
know
on
what
rice?
that
I
means.
feel like I've heard
that
that, yeah.
expression. That's an expression.
yeah.
But what does it
You're
mean?
also a super
White
pale
on
white character.
rice?
It's like,
yeah.
Rice?
like what's that? Flies on shit? It's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think like as you're about to head off, I just kind of like grab your shoulder.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
alarming.
How's your willpower?
Better than ever. I can handle this.
I won't be there if something goes wrong.
It's okay. I need to handle this. This is important for me.
Look at you, Levi. Coming into your own.
Thanks, Dad.
Wait, are they lovers?
And with that, you all head off in some separate directions to go and deal with your things.
We've definitely seen each other naked.
Oh, yeah.
Callum heads
More
off.
than you like.
Callum heads off with the two of you. He says a little lie to some people about needing to check the fuel stores to make sure that they are not going to explode or anything crazy, see how much they have. He piles on a bunch of these big batteries onto you, Clinton. He helps carry some of them as well, and you start lugging it down the MC way where you're kind of directing where they need to go. You head off to go find Nathan, and you head off to go find Sam. Let's go. You find Sam first. Fuck it.
Let's go.
You head off into the med bay where you assume Sam would be. He is standing in the back, finishing up talking to someone.
Quick cue.
Yeah.
So the plan was we're gonna go get our people so we can all have another discussion about it.
You're going to tell Sam that he needs to take charge and about what's going on, and then you're going to tell Nathan to come and find you.
All right. Jesus Christ. All right.
What is everything okay?
Sam, can you just take a seat, please?
Okay.
Sam, just remind me, how old are you?
17, I think. Did Levi figure something out?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, does he need me to go with him or need me to stay here?
No. We need you to stay here,
Okay,
and we need someone to be in charge.
you got it.
Do you know what that entails?
You got it.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
I just want you to understand there is a possibility, and you probably already known this, but that you will probably not make it.
Yeah, I did that math the first time I met Levi, so my accounts are balanced.
I extend my hand out.
He shakes your hand.
Thank you, Sam.
Good luck.
And I head out back to.
You head off to go
Yeah.
meet up with the group.
You're gonna come meet us at my little tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your little home.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think we can quick retcon and be like, hey, go. I think actually Callum is gonna wait with the two of you. You're gonna go get the fuel over there, and he's gonna come wait to gather the rest of the group. Yeah, you head off back towards the rec room to go see if you could find Nathan where he was with his daughters, and you see that they're heading out, probably heading back to their living quarters.
Hey Nathan, mind if I walk with you for a little bit?
Yeah. What do you need?
We're gonna have to expedite the plan that we
What do you mean by expedite?
we're gonna need to leave right now.
All right. And he leans down to his daughters and he says, all right, you two, look, I'm going to be gone for just a little bit. I promise Daddy's going to be back. You just go hang out with your friends. Sam will look out for you if you need. I'll be back before we're going to sleep tonight. Okay? And I think without saying anything, they kind of look in their dad's eyes and immediately jump into his arms. Don't go. No, Dad, don't, please. And he hugs his daughters as tight as he can. And after a moment, slowly separates from them and wipes a tear from his eldest daughter's eyes. Go along now. It's gonna be fine. All right, just head back to your room. I'll make sure that someone comes in to check on you. And they snifflingly head off, and he stands up and straightens his back and nods to you, Levi, and you head off to go find the rest of the crew. You.
No, Daddy, no. That's all I could think of.
The way I'm just. Never mind. We'll talk about it.
You meet up with Callum and Aylara and Levi, getting a little bit of, especially Aylara, getting some dirty looks as you head down through the MC tunnel. You've gone through the tunnel a fair amount, but the three of you have not. There's a bit more organization here. I would say all four of you, give me a notice check. I'll say plus dexterity, dexterity.
8.
I got
Plus
7.
what?
8 dexterity.
Okay, cool.
Notice.
Oh, you crit? Of course.
Yeah.
Did you crit?
I did.
Oh, you crit.
I do have a -2 for notice.
You crit anyway.
But I have a +1 for dex.
You notice as one guy steps out from behind one of those curtains and draws it back. You see that room is pretty well stocked with weapons. And he quickly covers it so no one can see. And the rest of you see that the tunnel system here is a little bit larger, a little bit more well kept. Levi, what'd you roll?
I got 7.
7, what'd you roll?
9.
9.
8.
Aylara with a 9. You can also tell, having been from this planet, that there were probably some tools that they did not share with you to be able to make their tunnel system a bit better.
Oh.
So those are the things you notice as you're heading towards your ship. We'll have a moment here if you want, as you guys are heading through this tunnel way. If you want to say
Callum's
anything.
with us?
Yep, Callum's with you as you guys are heading down. And if we don't want to say anything, it's fine. We can just jump ahead.
Can I ask?
Mhm.
Callum, should we take some weapons with us?
Are you not armed?
I have. No.
I have an
I'm
extra gun I can give you.
not. Okay.
Yeah, I think we all should probably get some weapons.
Can we?
Hey, Laura, do you not have a weapon?
I mean, she's a medic.
Yeah, but
right?
I need another one.
That's right. I'm like, don't we need to, at least a little bit more support than just going in like?
Didn't we say that we were just going to get ready? Why don't you get them from your stuff? Do you not have extra weapons?
I
You
don't
needed
know.
them?
I need more.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to
Okay.
do about that.
You have weapons here.
And you want me to take away my people's weapons in case we don't come back in time?
Like 5. Yeah, I do.
I don't.
How many weapons do you have, Callum?
A lot more than 5.
Why does it matter? You're armed, I'm armed. You're armed.
You've been holding out on us, but we're not going to get into that right now. You should give us a couple weapons for this.
Let's go for a contested roll then, shall we? I
Give
will
us
give you.
weapons
I
now.
will give you. What did you roll for that last one? You rolled a 7, you said? Or
8.
You were super successful. You get +2 to this roll. We're gonna go talk check plus charisma. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And whoever's higher will win.
Yeah. I have +4.
All right, great. Ooh, big roll.
12.
Should I roll through so people can see?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, there's a mess. Hold on.
Oh, do you have 3 or? Oh, no, just 2.
2.
Does he have a bonus?
He has some bonuses. What'd you get?
12.
Mm.
Well, I don't
Not
think that's
good
being
enough.
a 12.
Not good enough. Fine. What weapons do you need?
What do we need?
I would like a Glock. And I want a knife.
Okay.
I'll just take whatever else other gun. I just need another gun.
Okay.
I have plenty.
Gathered that.
I'm all right myself.
Give me a moment. And he heads back the way he
So
came.
not even 5.
Heads back the way he came. Goes into that room that you saw there, Jaqs, and comes out holding 2 pistols and a knife of perfectly fine quality, nothing fancy.
I do a whole quick. check of my shit, and then I get it all mine.
Roll
Perform check.
Perform check.
Okay.
You cut yourself.
Plus dexterity.
Well,
Dude,
I
if you
figure
get a
I
nat
have
one on
shoot,
this,
so
dude,
I
if
know.
you get a nat 1 on this, I'll give you
He's gonna make me
shoot.
shoot myself in the head.
I'll give you
actually.
shoot.
Yeah.
I'll give you
a roll for a choice.
Shoot.
I'll give you shoot.
Okay.
I'll give you shoot plus dexterity.
A character choice. I swear it.
Please nat 1. Okay.
No.
Nice.
She's rolling pretty good today.
10.
Two nat 1s.
So perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
so
we have
good.
rerolls.
You do
Don't
have
forget,
rerolls.
we
You
all
do have-
have
you do have
rerolls.
rerolls.
Thank you.
Rule tangent in this game on skill checks, they can roll because of their specific classes being expert, except for him, which is warrior, which has a different thing whenever we're in combat. But they can re-roll a skill check once per session.
Yeah.
So
Once emphasis on once per session. So the fun of it is figuring out
Yeah.
when you do it.
Yeah, you do it perfectly fine, and
Great.
nothing bad happens.
And then I just like tuck it in the back of my jeans.
A gun in your waistband.
Well, I don't have a holster.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is going great. And with that, you head to the secret tunnel of yours. Callum grabs some additional oxygen tanks along the way and hands them out to the lot of you. Do you want to lead the way?
Okay. We're here.
And you all sort of crouching down, especially you, Klint, practically crawling through this small tunnel.
Oh, it is a crawl.
For him, definitely.
Oh, I'd say it's a crawl.
For everyone?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so it's this
It's
long...
tiny.
Yeah, it's this... Great,
Ain't
love
nobody finding this.
it. Great. You go for this very long crawl.
I actually have it
towards
in
the
my
ship.
backstory that I have claustrophobia.
I am going to say, though,
Wait, do you really?
No.
Oh, I was like, damn.
I need Aylara to roll a physical saving throw.
Because I'm dying or why?
Because I'm dying?
Because I'm dying?
Physical
Oh,
saving
physical-
throw.
to D20,
Yeah.
D20.
There
Oh my God,
will
you're just
fall
making a
Rolling
mess.
everything
She
but the
said
D20.
literally,
This
she
is my
said,
dice
"Let me
pile.
just
I don't know
knock
if you
these
noticed
off
that.
the table because who gives a fuck? I'm dead. Okay. That.
Oh, that's a fail.
5.
5. You want to see me lose so
You just
bad.
die in the middle of the tunnel.
No, not
Do
the
I
4.
You take 3 points of damage.
No, I hate it when he rolls a
As
D4.
She's
you're
a weak bitch.
As you're partway through this trek, you start coughing, and although you can barely see in this dark hallway, you can feel that your hand is probably slick with blood.
Blood?
So you just coughed up.
I coughed up blood?
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't. I
Tell
should
your
Gotta keep
lungs
that
to
inside.
stop.
I should have stopped smoking so long ago.
We're wearing the
Damn.
oxygen mask.
But
at
how
this
would you
point,
have
right?
gotten here?
Not yet.
you know?
Not until you get to the
I-
end of this where you
Yeah,
go
right.
up to the
I
surface.
needed that.
All right. After a good 10 minutes, you
Does
eventually.
anybody notice?
I don't
It's
think.
dark.
I don't think so. I
No.
think coughing
hear the
is
coughing
fine.
fit?
Yeah, you hear the coughing. She has a kind of a tough coughing fit, but
Everybody knows.
it's
Oh,
not.
she's just coughing.
But I don't think anyone would immediately
Okay.
think that it's.
Everyone
it's
in
something like
this cave is coughing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
Damn.
And so you get to the end of this crawl way, and you,
I thought it was.
Jaqs, you look up and see that there's the ladder that you need to climb. I assume you put on your oxygen mask.
Yeah. Okay, everybody.
Everybody puts on their oxygen
Mask
mask.
up.
And you start climbing up the ladder here and go through, open up the latch and head on up to the surface here. And you all see this in this little cave here, your ship.
What do we see? Is it big and blue?
Again, I think as you described last
Yeah.
time, you see this ship that has a small cockpit basically with wings and an engine, and then it's this big cargo box practically strapped underneath it. Yeah, so that's the big thing that you see.
Nice trunk.
Thanks. I built her myself.
I like it.
Hefty.
It's
Mighty.
very customized.
Yeah. Gotta make it work.
How long
That's
have
the
you had your ship?
Well, I've had the engine.
We're gassing up all this
It was-
conversation. Just we have
Well,
time to shoot the shit.
I've
Yeah.
had the engine about 15 years. A lot of parts have come and gone since then.
And as she is describing her ship to you, Aylara, I think everyone else gets involved trying to plug the batteries in the fuel stores. And Nathan looks to you, Levi. We're good to go.
Let's get to it then.
All right. I just need to go over a few things with you before we even get in the air. All right. Where exactly am I taking us? There's 3 ships up there? 4? How many are there?
Probably close to 20 between the two fleets.
Of the big ones?
Between the two fleets, yeah.
Okay. Out of the 20, which one are we trying to go after?
Well, okay, I guess for me, based off my Interstellar Empire background, would I be able to tell which was the lead ship?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Yeah, I think it's sort of in a similar way with how like navies work in present time, where like the aircraft carrier is the big one, and then there are the destroyers and tugboats and things that are all around it as support staff. I think there's very clearly one that's the big carrier that has a bunch of the small strike fighters in it, a bunch of guns on it, and then there's a bunch of various sized destroyers and corvettes around it, which are one set smaller than destroyers. I think you would be able to identify that pretty readily.
Okay.
And if not, whether you know it or not, have some assistance to help in identifying that.
Gotcha. See that big kind of, I don't even know how to describe its shape. The big one kind of like right beneath the Barnard Star, it's like off there to like the east, and then if you look about like 60 degrees up north, you're gonna see the ISS Harbinger.
Okay, that's the main ship.
That's the main ship. That's the big
Okay.
kahuna.
As the big kahuna, then, it's protected.
It is gonna be heavily protected.
Okay, we're trying to overtake the big kahuna, bring the big kahuna back down here. And we don't think all the other ships are going to follow.
Well, I guess this kind of comes down to what our game plan is. Based off your flying abilities, do you think that you could get us on that ship and avoid the other ones?
Okay, my fly abilities are not in the question. I can get us on the ship. What I'm worried about is what we're bringing back down to the planet with us.
If we have the big ship, we can take control of the fleet.
You can guarantee that?
I can guarantee that.
Yeah, how do you suppose that we can take control of the fleet? Why won't they just gun us down?
Well, first off, we'd be in the largest vessel. And I also happen to be quite the programmer, so to speak. If you get me in the control room there, I can shut down comms between the ships and create a disorganized mess that we should be able to take advantage of.
That's a stretch.
Why do you say so?
We're going to invade the biggest vessel of their fleet, try and take it over without them knowing or raising the alarm, and then not get shot down on the way back down here as we start taking action that is clearly out of their prerogative.
If I get in the control room, I can take control of the big ship, and if we have the big ship,
We're not worried about... am I crazy? We're not worried about
I
the
agree
big
with you
ship.
for once, actually. How do we know for sure that you can get control of all of the other ships?
That's what we're worried about.
well, they're all connected through technology, through wires.
But they're not. They're separate vessels.
They're separate. I can still remotely hack.
You think
If you could remotely hack, you could do it from down here. That's not the case.
No.
So what is it then?
They're all in a tight cluster. They're all up there together as a singular unit. If I get within range of them, I can make it work. Can't do that from down here.
I don't mean this to be disrespectful to your programming abilities, but you're saying that you can take control of the head vessel and remotely hack the rest of the ships to control them wirelessly, and then control the whole fleet?
Yeah.
And just leave the people in there to be stranded? We fight them back when we get in there? What?
If we take control of the fleet, we can force them to submit. There's automated gun turrets in there. I can get access to those. I can cut them off from food supplies. I can create absolute chaos on those ships if I get in the control room.
How can you break past their firewalls and take control?
I'd love to explain it for you, but first off, we don't have the time. Then second off, I don't think you'd understand if I'm being entirely honest.
I don't think you're being entirely honest. This is our one shot. I have one ship. We have no more fuel.
Why don't I show you then? I want to turn on Big Blue and have it fly. Just hover.
Sick. Love it. Give me a programming check. +8.
+8?
Yep. Plus intelligence.
How high are you in programming right now?
I have 4. I have 4, and then plus intelligence, that'd be +5, plus the 8. We're looking at +13.
Wait, why +8?
Because I got that dog in me.
But what does 8 represent?
Like,
why 8?
The abilities.
We'll see. You'll see.
Yeah. Your character doesn't know. Yeah. You.
No one here knows.
I know.
Well, yeah. Klint knows.
Why 8 then?
Oh my! We are re-rolling that.
Oh, didn't you roll 3? You rolled a 6 there.
No, he rolled all ones. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he
thought
rolled 1 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Re-roll it. Fuck it.
We are definitely re-rolling that shit. That's crazy.
Oh, the 1.
5.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We have +5.
5,
Oh,
18.
that's
18.
Crazy. Yikes.
Describe to me what you physically do to make. Do you just stand there and turn it on, like just with your mind, basically?
Yeah.
Turn on.
Can you
You all watch, from standing outside your ship. You watch as the cockpit lights up fully, and you hear the engines roar on, and the boosters that help lift it off, so it's hovering off the ground, start kicking on, and it starts to float in the air. Levi, you hear in your head, Levi. Klint, when that happens, you see on his body the flickering lights shimmer very hard. It is great to see everything again. It is nice to feel useful.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You don't need to say anything, Levi. You've been hiding from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I have, Sky, and for good reason too.
Do you say that out loud?
I was like,
No,
what the fuck's
this
going
is
on?
me.
So this guy's just like freaking out in the corner then?
You
or
just
what?
watch him staring. I think you see him starting to like wince as this is
Does
happening.
the ship do anything while this is going on? Besides
No,
float, but
it
nothing.
just floats. It just is right there ready to go. Give me
Oh, I want to interrupt.
Give me a mental saving throw.
No, fuck that die.
What's that, 4?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Should have been the blue one. I should have trusted my first instinct.
I said fuck that die. That's crazy.
Levi, as you unleash this ghost in the shell, quite literally, Klint, you watch as this sort of tremoring light starts to erupt and shoot out and spurt. Your eyes roll back into your head. You stay standing there, and you feel this searing pain behind your eyes. After a moment, you lose focus and you drop down to a knee, breathing hard.
I go to check on him.
Yeah, you all go over to him.
I'm like right on the top of him too.
So I tell this guy to prove it to me, and he ends up freaking with his eyes burning out of his head? Okay.
I check his pulse.
It's racing.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
The ship's off. It's kind of crashed down to the ground a little bit.
Oh my god. Okay, well now I feel bad. I'm yelling at you for no reason. God.
Levi, you look up at everyone, and you see everyone in kind of strange saturation and contrast. The three of you, Nathan and Callum, see that Levi's eyes have become this. The veins in them are these wires and tubing. His eyes look fully robotic and move with the same fluidity as normal musculature.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Does he have like pupils or anything still?
They're made with like light. It's like there's like light, like almost like LEDs almost that are creating a color, and it's this orange and blue, orange in one eye and blue in the other. They move normally, but it is these snaking ropes of wires and tubing.
What
I grab
are you?
Levi by the front of whatever he's wearing, his overalls,
His military jacket.
and I just like hold him up above the ground, and I look in his face and I say, Levi,
I'm here. It's me.
how is your willpower?
I'm
Thank you for letting me free.
Levi?
I am in control of myself.
Do you want me to kill him?
I'm in control of myself.
You can be powerful, Levi.
I am in control of myself.
Who are you convincing, Levi?
You can save all these people.
I am in control
Just
of
let me be
myself.
in control.
Levi,
Let me fight it.
I'm a better pilot.
Klint,
than
let
her.
me fight it.
you must calm down. 5, 4, 3.
I can
2,
save everyone.
1.
You
Levi?
can't.
How is your willpower?
Give me another mental saving throw.
We're doing the blue die now, of course.
Oh.
I make it. I
that a
make
seven?
it.
Is
I
that a
make
one?
it. I make it.
Yikes.
I thought that was the end right there. I thought that was it.
Oh.
You hear Sky's voice slowly drift into nothing in your mind.
Look at me.
I am in control.
That was fantastic. And I drop him.
And with that, we'll end the session there.
Oh my god.
What the fuck did I sign myself up for?
Exactly.
Time to get weird,
Exactly.
motherfucker.
And that was Looters. If you'd like to support the show, check out our Patreon or pick up some merch at looterspodcast.com. Looters is a production of Digital Negative and is a member of the Fable and Folly podcast network. Our art is by Jordan and theme music by Evan Doty. Later, Looters.